Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to start this video just a quick walk around. I'm actually going to be installing a dual Rough Country steering stabilizer today under the truck as well, but wanted to kind of show what all has been done to the truck I think since the last video. So I don't know if you guys have seen, it's got new tires on it. These are kind of cheapies off of eBay. So far they actually sound pretty decent going down the road. They're not too loud. They ride fairly decent for what they are. Again, cheapies off of eBay. They're not a bad looking tire. So nothing crazy. Again, you guys, yeah, if you've bought MTs, they're typically hard to balance and have issues, but so far, no issues with them so far. These are, I believe these are 285. Yeah, 285 75 16s. So they're like a 3 inch, something like that is what they're kind of the equivalent to. So decent sized tire. I didn't want to go crazy just because it is a 1500. These older trucks are kind of underpowered to begin with, so throwing bigger tires is going to get worse fuel mileage, and yeah, it's already kind of gutless the way it is. So I do have the rear bumper welded up. I was waiting on the new LED license plate lights, so they did show up, so I've got those now, so I can get my holes drilled and the mounting holes drilled in those, and that way they're done before I paint it and bedline it. So I wanted to get those prepped before I finished it up. So yeah, pretty much just need to get those drilled and I can paint it, finish it, get it bedline, and get it on the truck. It'll really kind of finish up the back end of it. Trying to think what else. I do have the vinyl flooring for inside the cab. I haven't gotten to that yet. That's probably going to be here in the next week or so before I start pulling all that out. What I have done probably since the last video, I did put ball joints in both sides, so it's got new ball joints now, uppers and lowers on both sides. Would have been the upper ball joints on both sides were bad. They had just a little bit of play, which, I mean, a little bit of play adds to a lot of play out here on the bottom of the wheel. So did get those replaced. All the steering components basically throughout the whole thing are done. So I got a steering stabilizer, new tie rod ends and the bars, new track bar, end links on the sway bar. And I think that's pretty much it. So right now, like I said, I'm going to be installing the Rough Country dual stabilizer or steering stabilizer, get that on it. And all right, so unboxing this here. So you got your little bracket that goes around back to the axle, pretty heavy. It's actually not a bad piece. I don't know if I ever did a video. I put one of these on my my 2006 Mega Cab. I think I did a video when I put the lift and all that stuff, but I don't remember. It's been a while. So these are your ones that go around your steering rods, all the hardware. So yeah, not a bad looking kit, to be honest. Everything's pretty heavy, decent quality. Get your fancy stickers that go on the shocks here. But yeah, those are not bad. Those are pretty heavy, quite a bit bigger than the stock. The stock one's probably, maybe not quite half the size diameter wise, but yeah, quite a bit lighter and smaller shock. I think these are actually a different shock. Country. Yeah, I think the ones I put on my last truck were like M3s or something like that. So, but that's been a minute. So, directions. Yeah, like I said, this is pretty self-explanatory. You bolt your bracket around, put your U-bolts, tighten down. You got your shocks that mount up here. So, yeah. pretty straightforward, not a lot to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and see if I can get this installed. I don't know how detailed I'll go. If there's something I run into or I have issues with, probably video that, but probably just do a before and after and kind of show you the steps once I get it all installed. All right, guys, sorry it got dark on me, or getting dark. So kind of wanted to show how this goes on. You guys can see where I've got this one attached here. You got 4.5 inches roughly is what they want you to have between the middle on each 2 cylinders once everything is tightened down. So pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty simple to install. So you got your piece here that goes in the middle. You got U-bolts that hold it onto the axle. You got your little bolts or bushing type things that go through here on the eyelet side, and then your bushings back here, and then around the axle just in front of the tie rod or the adjuster there. So on this side, you guys can see same thing, just out there on the outer tie rod. So I was a little worried about clearance right here, but everything seems to be clearing well. So overall, you can definitely feel a difference. Steering's a lot tighter, takes a little more, it didn't just flop. So there's some kind of a little bit of resistance, I guess. So I'm sure if you hit a pothole or something like that, it's not gonna just jerk it over. So, but yeah, that's how mine installed. I did have to tip these down just a tiny bit. If I bring them straight up, this side will hit, gets in the way of that bar. So that's why both of mine are just slightly tipped. The brackets anyway are slightly tipped down. The shocks themselves are fairly level. They might be sloping just a little bit to the outsides. You could also tip the center piece down if you wanted to a tiny bit to make that a little straighter, but yeah, went on pretty decent. I thought about maybe loosening this up and dropping it down just a little bit because I think it'll give me a little bit more clearance over here. Like I said, there is clearance there. It's not one zoom or focus there, but there's a little bit of clearance there. So I did turn the wheels both ways. It didn't hit. So yeah, if you guys have any questions on this, this is the Rough Country dual stabilizer, steering stabilizer for a Dodge Ram 1500. So your 2500 is going to be different steering. It's a little different bracketry as far as the way it all hooks up. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll link this in the description down below, and we'll catch you all in the next video.